from both of the sides. And now we're jumping directly to ban and pick face here for Smart Omega along with Zol Esports. Smart Omega will be going for the first pick while Zol Esports FE will be going for the second pick.
So for the first pick, they banned off the Guinevere. I would say it was a smart move, even if from the day before they kind of have that template ban here. For the Guinevere, the Diggy, and quite a lot more support heroes that they're trying to play out. Like one of it's the Matilda banning out from Zol Esports. Like from Zol Esports yesterday, there are they closed off a lot of support heroes.
Yeah, definitely.
They really don't want to play in that meta.
I think like they're gonna be banning over the Angela, even the Minotaur. They might be going for the Diggy as well because lately Diggy is one of the hero that is being picked for a proper setup countering because the CC is pretty huge. But Guinevere along with a 1-1 directly being banned here, respecting the players from Zol as well, because we know Taro is really good with that 1-1, so no one wants to see it. No one's want to see Taro fly with the crossbow attack everywhere instead of the let up down.
Oh, we saw that yesterday. The 1-1 was actually opened up, and not to mention that from Angela, the Angela was actually banned off, and remembering that the hard guard will interfere that much, so they just ban it off again. You're just trying to find a better combination in. And for Smart Omega, banning out maybe onto a healer would be actually very nice. And for Zol Esports, they are trying to find a great way. Maybe like another marksman would also be nice. For example, maybe a Beatrix or maybe a Brody would actually be okay too. Not to mention that this is the first banning phase for Zol Esports. I think that it would be another great way. Either a marksman or even a support will still be a great pick. Not to mention that from Rain, I think they can go for another support-centric hero to ban off for that again. But oh well, I guess. Let's see. It's a Valentina, a great support and a great support mage, a burst down a lot of bit of a damage, and also helped out with the IMU copying a lot of skills. So let's just go down again. But I'm surprised Smart Omega actually picked Kaja as the first one. A picked off hero, but only one. So that's why Zol Esports can really counter up for that, which one is as if it's a prio pick for them. And they've picked Delilia for the early one. It's actually pretty good. Not I would say that it will have an early advantage as a mage, giving out a lot of damage. The Angry Gloom can help up a lot, and a very good pick also from Zol Esports, securing that Bruno in the early first ban. And remembering that as the Bruno scales up, it will win in the early. But on the other hand, Smart Omega locks in to Novaria and also the Terizla. This will be a very team fight heavy tactic, I guess.
Yeah, with the Novaria and also Terizla, I do like how they are picking all of the things right now with the Terizla penalty zone as initiating movement, but also can be pick off condition with the Divine Judgment, and also Novaria. It's a free, what can I say, vision.
Yes.
Free vision for
map
everyone.
hack.
Map hack.
Map
for Smart
hack.
Omega right there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah,
It's the legal map hack.
it is. Actually, at this rate, with this kind of draft, to be honest, if Zol Esports doesn't have a proper CC, I mean, like, this is a big CC, AoE CC, right? With the Minotaur, with the Minoan Fury that easily will be, easily dodge. To be honest, if Smart Omega wants to go with Vanny, I think it will be a very good one. To be honest, with this kind of draft.
But yeah, so securing the Kaja actually makes it as if that it is an unintentional deny pick, because they didn't they didn't really reveal the Fanny in the first place if they do pick the Fanny.
Yeah.
But then again, banning off the Bruno, the Brody, and also the Martis is actually a pretty good thing. because
And Martis is also one of the hero that is going to be great opponent for a Vanny in the early stage. So with Keishi, I do like how Keishi always playing with the assassins. Like she always plays good with the assassins. That's why I was thinking that way. If it's not, I think like if she's picking over the Lancelot is already enough for her to try to contest Zol Esports. Why I was thinking about assassins, to be honest, with that Bruno along with the Lilia, they can have tons of rotation. And with Kaja along with Teresa that is already being picked by Smart Omega, they have the initiator. They need a finisher. They need someone who can be the cleaner, who can be someone who stops the movement from the Vanny. So right now, banning over the glue for not letting anyone to get close to the marksman from the Smart Omega. Who are they going to be picking for this? But we are going to be waiting for the Zol Esports first. After we are witnessing a hard ban from Zol, are they going to be revealing the jungler first? Because Akai will be a very good option if they want to play quiet safely. But if they don't want to reveal the jungler, they might be going for EXP or something that can be flexed as an EXP. Maybe a Fredrin or even going for the Joy. I was thinking Joy is going to be a good one.
to be honest, facing the Terzla a bit tanky. I don't really recommend the Joy, but for my hand is maybe the Khalid or a Vendetta would also be a good pick. And turns out from Zol Esports, they've locked in the Baxia as maybe the jungler here. And for Smart Omega, oh, charging in with the Joy and the Irithel.
Are they gonna be blocking over this Eretal? I mean, like, I was thinking about Asus because the rotation will be like going really great coming with the Joy or even Assassins, but Joy is actually a really good option as well. I mean, the movement from the Joy, the rhythm of Joy that deals tons of damage towards the side of Zol, and I don't know about the Eretal one, but I do prefer something that is more. Carry is much more better in my humble opinion, but depends on the player, because if it's a carry, it will be a very good true damage towards Basha or even Minotaur. But they're picking over the Irrital here to have more armor break towards Zol Esports FE, and they are planning to get it over with a Grok, which is a very good one, because Grok is a very good counter for a hero like a back laner such as an Irrital, because an Irrital with that Grok charging in with wild charge and also the power of nature, it's easily receiving the damage. So I was thinking that this is a very good options coming from the side of Zol Esports. They're playing really smart towards Smart Omega. I kind of like the drop coming from the side of Zol, but it depends once again by the initiating and also how they are playing with that winning condition, because the winning condition will always be different. They can play it around, they can try to get it. It depends on the execution. Are they going to be able to take the early game condition, the thing that they need to do, and how they are going to be getting the farm for this Irrital? Will this Irrital be free with the wild charge coming from the Grok? Or maybe the Irrital is the one that claiming all the early stage kills to have the items with the Berserker's Fury, Scarlet Panther maybe, or even Demon Hunter Swords to penetrate more towards tanky heroes from the Zol Esports FE.
I do really like that, because even if with the new update patch, it actually supports more onto the marksman side. In that gold lane, they really want to bring back the marksman on how to play crit and also attack speed in here again, and we'll see how all of this plays out. Let's welcome them on to match number 2, Smart Omega versus Zol Esports FE. Game number 1, and we'll see who will get the point today.
You know what? I'm getting distracted by this skin here from this Lilia. I really want to top up my diamond. I need to top up it. Do you have any recommendation of place to top up my diamond?
Of course, all of you who are watching right now definitely should top up in the Unipin website. And with all of that, other not other than just getting a lot of diamonds, you guys can get a lot more bonuses round because your credits can be redeemed as points, maybe grabbing to Grab or maybe to McDonald's, and even using the 3 Bima Plus app, you guys can get a lot more bonuses. For example, up to 10 gigabytes of quota right now, and even 10 million, 10,000 rupiah of
Unipin credits.
Unipin credits.
Yeah. So go check it out, ladies and gentlemen, into the website of Unipin or maybe other things. But here you go. I was surprised that actually you're picking over the Zol's draft compared to the Smart Omega, because definitely Smart Omega having a quiet. Actually, it's a very good one. But in the top lane, we're seeing Taro will be taken down into the head of Smart Omega with Keishi, Signoa, and Mireille that is rotating in the top lane.
What an early rotation now. And even that was so executed that perfectly. Even Shinoa leaving herself here.
And I think with this movement coming from Smart Omega, it's already a good lead here. Zol Esports FE now trying to get back into the turtle, trying to get something out. They're going to be able to secure the turtle. They do. Kishi playing really good with Retribution Battle compared to Bane that is quite lost in the jungle right now.
What an early aggressive joy. I really like the Smart Omega here. And from Zol Esports, they're still trying to find a good way, trying to protect them more again. And for like Mireille, finding the way of zone out for even Zol Esports already started to rotate up to the top lane and trying to guard in the Bruno, so Taro wouldn't be left out on that match too far.
Okay, but we can see that actually from Smart Omega, they really need a good farm for Shinoa and Amore. I was mentioning it before, like, is this going to be the time for Shinoa to shine, to have the proper item, or having the scaling moment? Because with a Bruno versus an Erythal, it's just like the same kind of concept of hero. It's a critical attack speed hero that can lead into the late game situation. But the armor break coming from Erythal is the one that makes Erythal is super strong. But the weakness of the Erythal is its capability. If they are not able to secure the position of Shinoa, it will cause tons of problem. The question from Zol Esports, are they going to be able to dive in? Because they have Ben that actually going to be able to duet along with Grok to dive into the side of this Shinoa.
Actually, the combination of Zol Esports is quite endless, I might say. But at the same time, seeing that the pick for Smart Omega is going up against quite aggressively in the early, and even in Smart Omega, they are trying to get that neutral objective just one by one, and even starting into the first turtle here. But Zol Esports got the chance to pull in the turtle to their area. Not to mention that the Joy, that Retribution power, is just roaming around right in the bottom side. So that's just a free turtle for Zol Esports because Smart Omega didn't really want to contest it. But then again, the electrifying beats by Joy opening up again and getting that buff. So it's not technically a much terrible loss for an early neutral objective, but then again the Joy was managed to get the buff, and then even Smart Omega still having the chance to have around 1,000-ish gold lead.
Yeah. It's already 5 minutes instead of a lot of that, but we only saw 1 kill so far. Like, a lot of movement has been done by the side of Smart Omega along with Zol Esports. But why there is no kill happen? Because they try to play this differently. They know one and each other of them, they really need the items that they need. But look at that one.
Flicker, Divine Judgment going in again with the Astral Eco, bursting it down with Shinoa and Keishi is just too much, leaving only Bine defending that outer turret itself. It's just pretty hard, but on the bottom lane, trying to mirror on what happened in the top lane, leaving not Ayami herself down there and pushing it again, and a secure neutral objective down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, not Ayanami was trying so hard to hold the turret, but it's quite hard for Teresa to dive in without any follow-up. So yeah, it's better for her to let go over the turret and just let the mirror happen in the top lane. But now we are seeing a penalty zone that is being opened. Not Ayanami. I don't think that she will be able to survive this one, but there is a backup coming from Keishi.
Okay, Keishi going in with the Another War. Okay, following up with Murray, trying to pull in with the Divine Judgment. Taken down by Astral Recall right here is just too much. And a nice follow-up from Smart Omega, leaving that quite in a thin of a moment. They can get that. I can see that both of the gold lane and even the EXP has rotated down. Even Smart Omega just trying to charge in with the electrifying beats. But sadly, Taro had to use the flicker of an offensive way. But okay, it's just too risky getting in with a killing spree for the one. Okay, Rain flickering in with a nice burst of damage, taking Keishi down, leaving only Shinoa and Murray, but getting stuck with the wild charge here with Aang trying to barge in with that Grog. And even it's taken down again, trying to barge in with Bene. A nicely done kill, a bit of a save that even the Irithel can go back.
Oh, actually that was a scary movement, but now look at that one. Actually, Aang with that Haploseas going for Blade of Despair. This is gonna be a battle of tanks. They really want to dive in with Wild Charge or even Power of Nature to give a punishment directly to the side of Irithel, because they know once again they really need that kind of hero. Not only Irithel, it's also Amore with that Novaria, because this Novaria causing so much trouble. We were mentioning about the map hack previously, the legal one, because that Astral is just like opening up a lot of things inside of the Light of Dawn. But in the top lane, 4 members on the side of Zol was trying to dive in to the Smart Omega side.
Okay, penalty zone going in again, trying to pin down 4 people, but the suppress is just too much. Even a mega kill from Sinoa and still going on again with that match of damage here. For Bene and Mitsu have to move back. And remember not to overcommit too much, leaving Keshi only right in the middle, defending itself.
The damage coming from Shinoa is crazy. It's 4-0 and 0 for this Irithel, and that Irithel facing 4 members from the side of Zol Esports, but able to secure 2 kills right there. There is a huge thing coming from the side of Smart Omega. I was thinking that Zol Esports movement was good because they are able to secure a very good kill, very good trade. Mirai, I think it was Mirai and also Amore. Not Ayanami that is being picked off in the top lane. But after that, the revenge was sweet because it's Shinoa who's getting the kill. The late game hero, the late game potential, the damage dealer from the side of Smart Omega.
Okay, trying to start in with the Lord here, right in the bottom lane. Keishi has started, but somehow the Lord is being pulled onto Seoul Esports side. And a bit of a good zoned out from not Ayami and also Murray, zoning out a lot of players from Seoul Esports, but they have been trying to invade all of this. Concealed is pop up, but then again it's opening up with the Minion Fury with the penalty zone onto 4 people right there. But Sally's taken down with Smart Omega paying in the front, but a double kill and an unstoppable from Shinoa. Astral Eagle opening up again. Amore is just too front, too aggressive, needs to pull back again. Remembering that she is a mage with a low HP, leaving only 3 damage dealers to pull in and push to the turrets.
But Amore able to force a black shoes from Rain because Rain was scared that she will be targeted by Amore, and sadly it was like not really good fight for Zol Esports. I was saying that this Shinoa shines even brighter. We saw how she is able to secure another point from the side of Zol Esports FE. They were lost. They don't know how to react from Smart Omega side because the setup is really good. The purpose of having this Minotaur is how to not letting the opponent have a way with the real counting of the damage, but also countering with the CC here. But it's not really working well from the side of from Zol Esports because they are losing in terms of movement, but somehow they're able to secure over the Lord and able to push back over the turrets. So despite they're not really good with war because 6 is on the hand of Zol Esports, but they are able to put more in terms of
Objectives.
objectives. Yeah.
I really like that how they were able to push down. It just utilized the right moment. The Lord was going in all to the bottom lane. Smart Omega was just too busy trying to defend at all that, leaving only the Joy up there trying to move back into maybe just clear the wave. But sadly, there's like 3 players, if I'm not mistaken, up there trying to push in from Zol Esports. That's why they got the chance to get 2 turrets from the top lane. So an overall thing, they really needs to find a momentum. The kills and even the gold right now is just catching up. It won't be that much of a difference. And they're just waiting for a moment. I think it will be just like the game yesterday, waiting for the Lord, waiting for the right moment to opening up.
That's the thing. Waiting for the Lord. So far, the battle of neutral objective is fun. Because we don't know who is actually going to be getting that one. Is it going to be from the side of Smurf Omega or Zol? Because it's pretty balanced. How they are able to secure a lord, a turtle, and they're able to contest it back, how they're going to be reacting for that. And I think the item progress is showing how good the condition is from the side of Smurf Omega. Look at that one. The blood wings on the hand of this Joy. She is going to be trying to deal tons of damage from Zol to Zol. But Zol, they are putting up a lot of defenses thing here to prevent that thing to happen. So it's battle of getting back the situation, not prolonging the war right there, but also how to able to secure these objectives.
Okay, starting to start in again with the Minion Fury, opening up with the Astral Eco, following up with a nice kill again from Shinoa, a shutdown, and even a monster kill secured, giving in, and another double kill from Smart Omega, surging out all this Zol Esports to move back because the Lord is definitely ours.
Oh, Taro, that is being taken care of, is stopping a lot of things from the side of Zol Esports. They are losing the damage dealer, but bad, unable to secure over the Lord and might be taken care of in the hand of Smart Omega. It's 4 people being taken care of, and the Lord will be marching to the mid lane of Zol Esports, while in the bottom lane just now, Rain was trying to push it back to the side of Smart Omega, clearing the wave a little bit, so the pushes from the minion won't be too far.
Okay, but so far so good. Pressing down from Smart Omega, having that much of a damage in the early, getting that gain in the front, but Keishi is just too powerful, baiting out that black shoes from Rain. And now, ready for the war, they have no second chance of regening that HP back. Getting it again, Astral Eco trying to barge in with the Lord, getting the middle turret taken down with a lot of burst damage from Rain. But sadly, from Smart Omega, they don't really want to push this one too far.
Now, the Astra was connected and it was pretty painful here to the side of Zol Esports. Now, they're holding the base. They're holding to the places right now. Base tower in the bottom lane will be taken care of, and I think will be taken in the head of Smart Omega. No, it's not. They're forced to get back here with the wave of the minion that is still on their side, but it's 90 seconds to the next Lord. So, right now, for Smart Omega, it's either for them caging up Zol Esports FE or just patiently waiting for them to make a mistake and get out of the base.
Okay, so far, it's just waiting in. Okay, with that wall opening up, taining that minion here. Okay, penalty zone up onto 4 people, getting in again with that much of a big of a damage, following up with the Minion Fury. But Murray is too far back in the front, but Shinoa is getting the turtle destroyed, and even a legendary secured from the hands of Smart Omega. 3 versus 3, finding out who can defend this pretty well. Are they going to push in, or they are just going to back down, wait for the Lord, even though that minion wave is just too much?
Actually, not Ayanami was being a really good frontliner. That penalty zones helps Smart Omega to able to secure towards Ang along with Taro. But sadly, the punishment is also pretty huge. Like Mireille along with Not Ayanami need to be taken care of in the head of Zol Esports. Yes, they are still able to secure the top lane base turret and also giving a really not good condition for Zol Esports, but they are still gonna be dragging the game to the next thing because Lord is appearing again inside of a lot of them. This is the third Lord. They definitely want to come past this one. They are craving for this because this might be also a game changer if Zol able to secure it. But if it's not, Smart Omega definitely will be having a higher chance to clean the game with 1-0.
Okay, trying to find a sneaky beaky way on to the Lord's trail here. But for Mitsu and Ong, it's just full on hiding, waiting for Rain, waiting for the backup from Taro. And knowing that the Lord is actually on a pond with Astral Eco following up again, revealing everybody's location there. And it is a free Lord definitely for Smart Omega.
Oh, Keishi now having another defensive item here with the Vintage Truncheon on her hand because she wants to maybe dive it into the side of Zol Esports. So far, no one was able to stop the presence from Keishi, and she is trying to hold it like that by having the Winter Truncheon as well as an offensive movement. Now, with the Lord that is marching on the mid lane, now they are trying to distract the movement from the side of Marika.
Oh, penalty zone onto the side of 4 people, pulling on again with the Minion Fury, getting up into 3. Even Aang is on the back, but Keishi gets to fight another legendary from the Irithel, leaving only the Lord, and even the passive is just all blown down, leaving a bit of the minion left for them. So Esports is still defending, leaving the Shinoa trying to find a way and a sneaky beaky move. Astro Recall going in again, leaving Bene a bit of a damage, but here is baited out, even gets the point here. A clean sweep for a 0-1.
Now able to secure the first game here on the hand of Smart Omega. They're able to play it really well and they are able to secure that movement. I was pretty scared and hesitate over the decision because when Keishi was jumping and it was like pretty low, I was like, Smart Omega Empress. But yeah, we can see from the match highlight here is Shinoa with the legendary right there. 905 KDA, 88% team fight participation, and 874 GPM. We can tell from the early game situation how Shinoa able to pull up all of the condition to survive and even escaping the dad by using the ultimate while Ben was focusing on her. But you know what? At this point, it's also like really beautiful as well. Like Shinoa was coming and it's going 1 versus 4 because even Amore was taking care of her position because she doesn't want to get caught. But able to secure Taro is already a huge thing because Taro is the biggest opponent coming from Zol Esports. That's the damage dealer and they are able to secure over that one. Shinoa and also Amore, they really care about their positioning and not Ayanami always opening up with a really good penalty zone. That's why Shinoa and also Amore really love to finishing it off by all of the skills that they are having.
Okay, and leaving like a lot of maze. Okay, this moment right here, Amore was just too far in the front, and it's a good thing that she was able to move back and have that gain so she wasn't taken down. Like in the moments right here, it was just a bit too early. Not Ayami trying to find a way in, but because of that, Irithel is giving just too much immense of a power here. Was able to take down even 3 players from Zol Esports. So that's why this is the moment where they can actually get that Lord again, securing that winning condition from them. And let's not forget, even in the last moment here, they didn't choose to back down. They know that their minion is actually going in all out. So they have just going to be slowed down here. In a few other moments, that was baited out. But that is actually the last moment where the base just pops up. And our match MVP here will goes to Omega Shinoa one more time, and with a 905 KDA at
legendary as well.
Yeah, with another legendary also, an 88% KP, and also at 874 GPM. And with the item builds as just like the Host Claws, the Attack Speed Shoes, the Berserker's Fury, the Dragon Sphere, and also the Wind of Nature. And even there's Spear Penetration for that.
Yeah, the Malefic Roar is just like a perfect item for that. Look at Amore, like it's also like having 12 total care participation here. While for Shinoa was having 14, they are rotating together. Mireille, a really good Ring of Order, tried to open up a way, Divine Judgment. They keep doing what they know, and Keishi was dragging the game quite good in the early game, so the rest of the player from Zol Esports unable to get close. But Ang, with that purpose having the Grok, unable to actually have and able to shine. It was stopped by the presence from Not Ayanami. A big shout out for Not Ayanami once again, with all of the setups to be brought by Smart Omega. It was very good battle from both of the sides, but again, with that Amore, with that Astral, with that fuse inside of the Land of Dawn, it was giving like more chances for Smart Omega. And because the